What's up, down, everybody? How you doing? This is Dyingrock from the AvgAdultGamers, and today we are bringing you a Diamonds for Dyingrock gameplay. And guess who I have for a special guest? I have Hoopla. What's up, Hoopla?
Hey, what's the Hoopla, man? How's it going?
So I've been mentioning in a couple of my Diamonds to Dyingrock LMG here style, I've been mentioning that Hoopla is the expert. So I wanted to make sure that I brought you in here. I wanted to bring you in as the gameplay expert, and so hey, what do you think are the best LMGs? What do you think are the best attachments, perks? I mean, let's just go over everything here. LMGs, what maps are the best? You know, because I know my fans want to see how we get these things diamond. How do we get them gold, and then how do we get them diamonds? So, what do you think, bud?
Well, it all starts with hard work. This game does not cater to the LMGs like previous Call of Duty titles like World of War did, another Treyarch game. But the cool thing about Treyarch compared to Infinity Ward is they actually make the light machine guns playable. And my favorite one by far is the last one, the MC Hammer. Do you like that gun, man?
Oh man, this is the last one that I got gold, and I was telling you tonight, I just got it diamond tonight, or I got all the LMGs diamond. Obviously in this gameplay you're seeing that I'm running, oh sorry, actually let me run back there. So this is a demolition game on slums, and I'm running the QBB LSW, and basically, like I said, it's a demolition game. I was having a good time. I love demolition. That's one of my favorite game modes. And make sure you guys watch till the end, because there's a spectacular final kill. Make sure you guys check that out. Anyways, so let me step back. I did get the hammer, or the LMG's gold or diamond tonight, and the MC Hammer was definitely rough, man. I'm telling you, the LSAT and the first LMG were my favorites by far. The QBB LSW and this hammer, it didn't seem to work out well until the end.
That's the thing about the light machine guns. You can't just pick them up and play with them. They all have their unique play style. That's the cool thing about gaming, is there are these hidden gems. If you come on my channel, that's what I try to find, those hidden gems, those things developers put in their game that people always overlook. And the light machine guns are one of them, that you can mess around with the different attachments and find the best setup for each gun. You know, when I first started, I used this gun you're watching right now, the QBB LSW, because it's one of the fastest light machine guns. Mobility is a thing people always complain about with this gun. It's heavy, it's bulky, I can't rush around with it. And up until this game, people were saying that you cannot rush successfully with a light machine gun. But the Mach 48 is one of the best light machine guns out there. It's been in previous Call of Duty titles. The only thing bad about it is that's a lot of people that are camping with that gun. They want to sit with the target finder behind an obstructive barrier. But my favorite setup right now with the Mach 48, the first light machine gun in Black Ops 2, has to be with a suppressor. Suppressor allows it to be more accurate down sight, so it'd be a little more sneaky, combine enemies. What do you like about the MK48, buddy?
I'll tell you what, the same thing you just said. I mean, I'm pretty sure you just said that you think the suppressor does, maybe remove some accuracy, right? But it is so nice when you're trying to get some of these challenges done, you know what I mean? Obviously, most people in the real world are not going to be firing one of these machine guns from behind somebody. That's not going to happen, right? However, we got to get headshots with these things, right? That's how you get these things gold and diamond. And the suppressor with some ghost, you run behind somebody, you make sure you pull it up on their head, and yeah,
it's so powerful.
It's pretty beast.
The Mach 48 is one of the most powerful guns in the game. So the suppressor on it just allows a little more accessibility, a lot more agility, going behind enemies and playing a little more cautious, especially on these small maps. Because hip firing is the one thing that people don't like about the light machine guns. And we start going to the MC Hammer, my favorite gun, the most underrated gun on Black Ops 2. It is by far the worst gun in the game when you first start playing with it, because you're not sure how to play with it. The unique ability of the MC Hammer and stuff. But I think you can also say that about most of the LMGs as well. I mean, most people don't know how to play with these things because you can't run around. You cannot. You absolutely. I mean, it's hard. You can. Don't get me wrong. I know we're getting ready to go into it. There are some special things you can put on there to make it so you can kind of rush with it. But really, you really have to know your routes. You have to know where you think people are going to be, and you have to, basically expect the unexpected, because you cannot rush like you can with a PDW or some of those SMGs. It's definitely not an SMG game. I mean, that's for Black Ops 2. Light machine guns, they got a little more help with a couple updates, but it's still not a powerful weapon on the game for that aspect. But we're talking about the maps, and you have to figure out the quarters. You know, light machine guns are long range. If you get close range, kind of like talking to somebody that close, you're gonna die. There's a few things on here with different perks that can help out. For example, with the hammer, you throw an AvgAdultGamers scope on it, it increases the hipfire accuracy. And my favorite gun class is the hammer with an AvgAdultG with his suppressor. You guys go check it out. It's a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah, I saw one of the videos in your channel, and I meant to put that on there, but I kept forgetting, you know, just because I wanted to go to my go-to where I knew I was going to be able to get my bloodthirsties or the certain things that I needed to make this happen, because I'm trying to do it as fast as possible, because honestly, I'm not an LMG player, but I will, out of my custom classes, you know, I will have one LMG setup, because it's fun to play, it really is, so
and it used to be where people would just pick it up as their custom slot 3 spot, right? And then whenever a chopper goes up, you switch the secondary, shoot it down. Of course, it gets a flare, so the chopper won't go down. And you shoot the rest of it with your light machine gun to take out the air support. But now, the way Treyarch makes the game, light machine guns are a lot of fun to play with. But let's start talking about perks, man. I think for perk 1, it has to be Flak Jacket. I mean, Flak Jacket is such a must in this game. It saves you a lot more than none. Toughness is a definite. Allows you to flinch less, which is always a big advantage with any gunfight. And dexterity. I mean, you want to talk about dexterity for a little bit?
Oh yeah, dude. Dexterity to me is a key. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm a hipfire guy, and I was telling Hoopla before we came into this thing, I like to start shooting before I actually even ever pull up the weapon. You know, typically I will pull it up all the time, especially with these LMGs. And if you can actually get that first bullet or two into somebody before the actual target goes on them, you're going to win every gun battle ever. And that's what dexterity will help you do. So, yeah.
And the last thing I would have to say, if you want to throw it on there with one of those greed perks, is Tac Mask. People use those shock charges, those flash grenades, and that's going to slow you down, especially if you try to rush around with the heaviest gun in the game. Such an impossible task.
Yeah, man, I love Tac Mask, especially because I played Nuketown. Nuketown is my favorite map of all time, and I play that a lot. But you know, also you're gonna have all those grenades spammed and everything else. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. So yeah, let's wrap this up real fast. Hoopla. So what do you think is your favorite LMG class? I know you've been mentioning it, but how do we help these guys get these things diamond?
It's definitely practice. You have to figure out the playstyle for each gun. The MK48 is a lot slower than, say, the QBB or the Hammer, the two of the lightest guns. The LSAT is probably the most balanced. I know it's a lot of favorites for people. It's developers put it as a custom slot 3, the one you can pick up right away. And it's just a lot of practice. I mean, you don't always have to go for headshots. Just kind of get used to it. Burst fire is the #1 key for this game, this gun. You want to close it off, man?
Yeah, man. So thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate everything that you guys do for us. Make sure you go check out Hoopla's channel. It's amazing. It'll be in the description. And if you have any questions, please ask either one of us, because these LMGs were fun to get. And, you know, up, down, up, down.
Up, down, up, down. Thanks, man. 143, baby.